So back in March of 2024, we had a couple of fairly warm days. Me and John decided it was a good time to take a canoe camping trip down on Cave Run Lake in northeastern Kentucky. Here's a little look at what that was like. Cave Run Lake, located roughly 6 miles south of Moorhead, Kentucky, or about 60 miles straight east of Lexington, is a man-made reservoir built by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Cave Run Lake is fairly new as American reservoir lakes go. Construction on the earth and rock-filled dam began in 1965 and was completed in 1973. The dam is 148 feet high and a half-mile wide, holding back an 8,270-acre lake that's around 50 feet deep in the middle. Cave Run Lake is in the northern part of the Daniel Boone National Forest. The Cave Run Lake and Dam system primarily provides flood protection to the lower Licking River Valley. There are no hydroelectric power generators in the dam complex. Cave Run Lake and the national forest surrounding it provide a number of campgrounds, boat launch ramps, and even a full-on marina in the summertime. I'm sure that between Memorial Day and Labor Day, things get pretty busy out here. But in early March, there's hardly anyone here at all. We had the entire lake pretty much all to ourselves. Finding a paddle-in, remote, dispersed campsite on the lake takes a little work. Sites of this type are not mapped, but you can look at the maps and satellite pictures and see where the lake features several small inlets and bays, some of which are fed by small streams. Any of these inlets may offer you a good chance at finding a nice campsite, but there's no guarantee. Water levels on this lake change quite a bit from season to season, and you'll just have to go take a look for yourself. Also, keep in mind that while camping in the National Forest is free, leaving your vehicle at the boat ramp parking lot is not. You'll have to buy a 3-day parking pass from the ranger station. Anyway, after looking around for a little bit, we did find a good spot to set up camp for the night. Before setting up camp, we moved our boats up to higher ground, just in case there were any sudden changes in the lake level overnight. The ground near the edge of the lake really wasn't that good for camping. It was rocky, muddy, and still pretty wet. We had to hike inland a pretty good ways before we found a nice dry flat spot to set up camp. But it was back there. We found a good one. So John got himself one of those nice canvas hot tents for this trip. It's got a collapsible titanium wood stove, a fold-out porch, and all kinds of neat features and amenities. It's really nice, and good quality too, but man, does it take a while to get set up. There's a part of me that would really like a tent like that, but another part of me thinks there's nothing wrong with my 2-man Coleman Dome tent either. That sure is a nice setup, though. I'll give him that. Well, so that's camp. Time to settle in, make some food, and call it a night. So the next day, we decided to break camp early and head home. There was some real bad weather coming in, and we were 2 hours paddle away from the truck. The original plan was to stay out here for like 3 days, but 3 days sitting in the pouring rain didn't sound like much fun, so we called it a day. But anyway, that's a look at canoe camping on Cave Run Lake in Kentucky. So I hope you found that interesting, and we'll catch you later on down the trail. See you then.